Wolverhampton Wanderers 3, West Ham United 2 in the Carabao Cup. Wolves advance into the next round, and you know what? It's very nice to have that winning feeling again, because it felt like a long time, even throughout pre-season where we were struggling to get the wins. Today wasn't pretty by any means, but Wolves got the job done. You could see in spells that we looked a lot more dominant today than we have done in previous weeks, especially these first two games of the season. So it's just nice, and you know that these sort of wins can be the catalyst to kick on and get some momentum in the Premier League, which before the international break next week, if we can do that in the Everton game on Saturday, then great. We did see some rotation in the team, which was to be expected. So obviously Johnston come in, Rodrigo Gomez, Hugo Bueno, Mosquera play, Andre returned to the team, Hwang and Fair Lopez get their go as well. And, excuse me, it was funny before the game because I think everyone was so down in the dumps about what was going on, and rightly so, just on and off the pitch at the moment. It's a little bit of a shambles. But we just all knew that it was going to go one of two ways. An absolute bore draw, West Ham win on penalties, or a bit of a, maybe classic, but classic's maybe a stretch, but a really entertaining game with lots of goals. I'm sure I've seen a few predictions of 3-2 before the game as well. So, like I said, we made hard work of it, but it was a really enjoyable game. I'm working away. I'm in Swindon at the moment, so caught the game on Sky Go. And, every time, it just felt like Wolves were dominant throughout the majority of the game. First half was a little bit frustrating, to be honest. Decent spells on the ball. Neither side really looking that threatening. Once again, that first 45 minutes for Wolves was a little bit of a concern, just in terms of the lack of quality going forward. Obviously, we got our goal in the end from the penalty, well, sort of the penalty spot, but just in terms of creating opportunities from open play was a little bit of a concern, to be honest. We won the penalty in the end, Jean-Ric Bellegarde winning it, real confidence on the ball, a couple of step overs, draws a foul from the West Ham player, and the referee gives it. Hwang Hee-chan, who had the captain's armband today, steps up the penalty, unfortunately misses it, hits the post, and Rodrigo Gomez catches Areola off balance and smashes in the rebound. A little bit concerned about Hwang Hee-chan's penalty record, to be honest. I think he's had 4 penalties off the top of my head in a Wolves shirt. One of them in the friendly against Coventry, which he missed but scored the rebound. The Preston game in the EFL Cup a few years ago he missed. And this one today he's missed as well. I think I did search it earlier on. He scored one in the league against Fulham some time ago. But yeah, I don't know. When you got other players like Arias on the pitch, I'm interested to see why he started. But, I want it to work for Hwang. There was reports today that he's sticking around, and so be it. If he's happy to be a squad option, that's great. And hopefully games like today, not necessarily, if he scored, it would have been great for his confidence, but just to get some minutes in the legs as well. I understand his grandfather passed away yesterday as well, which may be one of the reasons why he got the armband and so on. So a real, fair play to him for stepping on the pitch today as well. But going at 1-0 up, fairly satisfied, but like I said, going forward was a little bit of a concern. But second half, we started really brightly. It's almost as if Vitor just took the handbrake off in terms of confidence going forward. He looked much better, creating opportunities, having a lot of joy down those wide areas. But at that point in time, didn't really have a good option in the middle of the box to aim at. And then against the run of play, really, West Ham get their equaliser. A little bit of frustrating how it came about. I think the crossers probably got a little bit too much time on the ball, deep cross into the area. And when it's Thomas Souček running at Rodrigo Gomez, unfortunately, there's only going to be one winner. Could Mosquera support him a little bit more, perhaps? But, we didn't have much joy with Nelson Semedo in that position when the big attacking players are coming for the ball. And to be fair to Rodrigo, hopefully it's something he can improve over time, but he's never, ever going to win that battle against Thomas Souček. Then I think, it would have been avoidable. I think Wolves would be frustrated with that. And then the West Ham second goal, again, Wolves picking up momentum, and pretty much the identical, thing happens again. Jarrod Bowen whips in a ball. Lucas Paquetá with a header into the area. Again, Bowen, maybe a bit too much time. It's a great cross into the area. And that was frustrating because Wolves had the majority of the play and looked really good going forward. And then the substitutions changed it, really. West Ham had a little bit of a rotated team, but you look, they've still got some of their strong players on that pitch. As soon as we bring some of the big boys on, Strand Larsen comes on, Sasha comes on, we had Jackson come on as well, and just we had so much more bite to the attack. And when you've got those big attackers on, you've got different players to aim for. and it was Jurgen Strand-Larsen who gets the goal in the end. Andre with a shot from range, takes a slight deflection. Areola, he made a save, but he didn't look that comfortable. And it comes out to Jurgen Strand-Larsen, who is off balance, but still fires it into the back of the net. And then instantly after, Wolves again, not sitting back, they're going for it again, putting their foot on the gas. A nice counter-attack with Jean Arias getting involved. His shot is saved, comes back out wide, ball back into the area, and Jurgen Strand-Larsen heads it again. So he is our saviour, really. So it's puts more pressure, I think, on Wolves, who have said he is categorically not for sale, to keep him now. There was a lot of speculation even this morning about Jurgen Strand-Larsen's future at this football club, but I think it showed just this evening alone how important he is to Wolverhampton Wanderers. But really impressed. And you know what, I've got to say, impressed with Hugo Bueno coming in as well. He looked again like he had a bit of bite going forward, and just wanted to create, was really up for it with the fans. Jackson Chichua, when he came on, certain maybe decision-making things had to improve, but in terms of the physicality and the pace down that right-hand side, something that we've not really seen since we had Adama Traore, just a real threat running down the wing. And if we can improve on that quick decision-making or the crossing ability, I think we've got a real asset on our hands there. And finally, I want to say fair play to the fans that are out there today. Obviously, I wasn't there, as you know, but from what I heard on the atmosphere and that, for I don't know the exact attendance numbers, but the atmosphere actually sounded pretty good throughout the game. But that's what happens when you get a team that take the handbrake off and attack teams. We didn't sit back, especially in the second half. We were really good. We went for it, and ultimately we got the reward. So looking forward to seeing who we get in the next round. And you know what? A cup run can do wonders. And a team like Wolverhampton Wanderers and the fan base deserve a cup win. We deserve another cup run. We deserve some silverware. Can 2025-26 be that year? I really, really hope so. Guys, if you caught the game, be sure to hit the like button and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel as always, guys. I'll keep you up to date with what is going to be another very, very busy week of the summer transfer window. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch you on the next one.